1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Constructicons in one. That's SS-86 Devastator. Plus a trailer, but whatever. Starting in robot modes, because that just makes the most sense, they are not 100% cartoon accurate. They really can't be. Long Haul's just proportioned wrong. Mixmaster has an umbrella instead of a hat, and Scrapper's shoulders aren't green. They're all G1 accurate, just a bit stylized. Unlike what SS-86 normally goes for, which is a mini masterpiece aesthetic. But that's all in service of the combined mode and the price point. Because to get the stuff done that you need for full screen accuracy, every one of these guys would have to have masterpiece levels of engineering. And yet, as a hardcore G1er, I love them. None of them have waist swivels. Yeah, Mix and Hook's elbows are weird. Yeah, Long Haul still needs to go on a diet, even though this is the skinniest transforming toy of him that I can think of. Each one of them individually has a bit of wonk. And that just sums up the cartoon, doesn't it? Yeah, they're all a bit off-model, but the show did it first. The show is, in my opinion, great. But even I'm not denying that it almost always has a bit of wonk. So for that to be the case here as well, it satisfies my G1 accuracy need in a way that few other figures actually do. Say I'm just coping, but for a group of guys who regularly appear in background or crowd shots and don't have much detailed screen time, I think it's kind of genius to embrace the fact that there is no true G1 accuracy, and that let them make a team of 6 solid figures and 1 trailer, and 1 killer combiner. Transformations are honestly what you'd expect from official triple changers. Not overly complex, not mind-blowing. They all just compress their limbs and turn into bricks. Mix is honestly my favorite transform, just because his legs do a few unique things with some moving panels around. And there you have 6 bricks. But that's what constructed vehicles are, aren't they? And that's how they looked in the show too. Every one of them can do stuff, except for Mixmaster and Long Haul. Mix doesn't even have the deployable cannon from his drum, but you can kind of replicate that from certain angles. The drum also doesn't rotate or anything. And Long Haul, well, he can kind of, sort of pose as if he is dumping something, but he doesn't have a real hollowed out dump bed. So instead, he has an engine compartment and a weapons trailer to tow. Gonna be honest, if I saw a construction crew on the side of the road pull up with a sand battery, I'd probably leave pretty quickly. But in general, with a little imagination, these guys are pretty playable. And I'm sure little Timmy would love to drive these around in the dirt and the sand. But I'd hate to see these guys getting scratched up and their paint scuffed. So please don't let little Timmy drive this around the sand. Give kids a gravity builder or something, I don't know. Now, from vehicle mode to combined mode, most of it is what you'd expect. Just kind of rearrange some stuff on the arm bots, put Scrapper in a handstand, flip up Mixmaster's cab, oh that's kind of cool, and make Long Haul into a differently shaped brick, and crack Hook in half. Now you bring in the brick. It's very simple to unfold, and you can start to put this guy together. It's very satisfying. As much as I love the frame combiners, Devi doesn't feel like you're just putting skin or armor onto a dude. Each figure is an essential component of his body. You can't have a completed Devi without any of these guys. You feel like you're actually combining a team, and you just get more and more excited as you bring this thing together and put on the finishing touches. And then you have Devastator. He looks great. His lower legs are spaced apart from each other, and that bothers some people, but it's so he can stand straight without being in a permanent A stance, and I like that. Plus, you don't notice in most poses. He has a backpack, but that's G1 accurate too. I'd love if there was a way that this flap could have folded up a bit more, but that's not the end of the world for me. What's of much greater importance to me is the fact that all of his accessories, even the robot guns, can store on him. And nothing is obtrusive. You can literally just pick up Devastator and bring him somewhere. You don't need to have a baggie of parts in your pocket and you need to be careful not to lose. He's one complete set. And that's honestly a huge selling point for me. It's why I love this guy and have such a problem with Superion's parts not storing in an elegant way. As a kid, I could have taken Devastator to my grandparents' house, not had to worry about losing or forgetting anything. Then I could disassemble him when I'm there into 6 toys to play with. And when it's time to go home, I could build Devastator again, and as one single contained unit, I could just pick him up and take him home, not worrying about losing anything or anything falling off or whatever. That's the biggest selling point in this figure is, to be honest, his stability. He has all the articulation of a modern figure, and you can actually use it, unlike so many other past combiners. He's not daunting or a hassle to mess with or pick up or pose. He's not rickety. He doesn't want to disassemble or untransform or just topple over with a slight breeze. He does all of that, maintains exceptional cartoon accuracy, and he can hold sludge. Barely. He scales well too, at least for me. That's not really a thing you can objectively talk about, because if you have a preferred scaling, you'll be able to find a frame for the cartoon to back up your claim. So it's ultimately just a case of a matter of preference. And honestly, I think this is fine. He's still a tad bit taller than the other combiners, so he has his place. And the individual robots aren't absurdly gigantic. So either you make the figures bigger, thus more expensive, or you add another ton more of kibble, which would also be more expensive and make more people complain. I know he doesn't scale with Omega now, but we have the Titan class still. Plus, Omega fought other combiners. So really, the most efficient solution is to release a much smaller Omega Supreme. He'd probably be too big for a commander class, so maybe a $150 Titan with a ton of blast effects like Star Convoy. But now I'm just rambling. Okay, bye.
Ahoy there, mate, let's climb on board. Come sail away with me. Then grab the rudder, a paddle or an oar, and sail away with me. We'll call for the skipper to steer his clipper or tanker or tub to sea. Then ship ahoy, you'll feel the joy of sailing away with me. Yo ho, we'll sail the 7 seas. Yo ho, and feel the ocean breeze. Where the warm winds blow off Mexico to the Arctic where we'll freeze. Then ship ahoy, you'll feel the joy of sailing away with me.
No, don't think you can just subscribe to this channel. That's not enough. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. I know where you live.